Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to analyze Bitcoin and ETH. None of the content is financial advice. The chart that you're seeing on the screen is available on cryptoweeklies.com. Link on the bottom of your screen. It's available for free. You don't have to pay or sign up for anything. So this is available under the year-to-date ROI stuff that we have on the website. So this is Bitcoin in green, whereas ETH is in blue. Bitcoin is up around 25% from the yearly open, whereas ETH is down about 11 or 12% from the yearly open. Right now, the price of Bitcoin is at around 121K, whereas price of ETH is at around 3K. This is the ETH BTC pair at a weekly level. In terms of the Fibonacci levels that we are considering, again, not financial advice over here, from the 2017 peak to the 2018-2019 bottom on ETH BTC pair, the 0.618 fib level was close to the resistance that the pair failed to reach in 2021. So a midpoint between 0.5 and 0.618 fib level was achieved in 2021 bull run. This time around, from the 2021 bull market to the 2025 low for ETH BTC pair, which again, assuming that ETH BTC pair has bottomed late April. What remains to be seen is if the ETH in the next half of the post-halving year, if it were to rally back to that 0.618, or if we were to be slightly more conservative, that still is about 106% rally ahead of us in terms of ETH outperforming BTC. The later half of the post-halving year, if we take a midpoint of the 0.5 and 0.618, that takes the valuation somewhere close to 0.055. That is about 122% away from the current valuation. And again, if Bitcoin remains at around, again, we'll do a what if analysis. Again, if Bitcoin remains at around 121K and flattens out over here like it did back in 2021 at around 65K, just an assumption. If Bitcoin let's say at around 125K, that's where Bitcoin flattens out, and if ETH were to gain about 125% on Bitcoin with the similar valuation, taking the valuation close to 0.055, the price of ETH in that scenario could be at around $6,800. Again, this is price of Bitcoin over here at around 125K, and the valuation of ETH BTC at 0.055, as evidenced from what the 0.618 and the 0.5 fib levels are, taking a midpoint, assuming that the continuous drawdown on ETH and Bitcoin pair again towards the peak. If there is a rally ahead of us, the 125% gainer on ETH in terms of Bitcoin pair is ahead of us. Whereas if Bitcoin were to top at, let's say, or flatten at around 155K, which is again a key level for Bitcoin on its own USD journey, the 2.618 is at around 155K from the yearly from the Fibonacci levels drawn from 2021 to now 2025, that level at around 155K, that's the 2.618. If Bitcoin were to go to that level and ETH were to reach the similar valuation on its ETH BTC pair, the price of ETH in that scenario is at around $8,500. We did cover ETH at great length on its USD pair yesterday in the video. Just to summarize, on its USD pair, the forecast for ETH without a euphoria in the market is between $3,300 and about almost 5K. That is one standard deviation non-euphoria bull run peak for ETH forecasted by the machine learning model. The two standard deviation euphoria case for ETH is between $3,500 and about $6,800. That's close to the ratio that we talked earlier. At if Bitcoin tops at around 125K, then price of ETH at around $6,800 is theoretically possible per the Fibonacci level models, as well as the two standard deviation case. The three standard deviation case is at around tops at around $9,400. So again, if the price of Bitcoin goes anywhere ahead from that 155K, let's say goes to somewhere between 175k and 200k at the yearly close. The price of ETH in that scenario with the similar valuation could be somewhere at around $9,600. Right now, again, that is confluent with that towards the third week of December 2025, price action at around $9,500 is forecasted by the 3 standard deviation model. The risk levels for ETH and BTC at this point are somewhere coming at a key level. Bitcoin, the risk is at around more than 0.61, that is in slightly high risk territory again, but that is not too dissimilar to what the risk levels were back in November 2024 as well as December 2024, where they were higher than 80% or 0.8. But what remains key right now is you can see that ETH has, at least during the bullish phases of 2024, ETH risk has never risen beyond Bitcoin risk. This was not the case in 2021. In 2021, there were periods where as Bitcoin cooled down, ETH risk this is calculated using 20-week simple moving average. ETH risk was higher than Bitcoin as Bitcoin kind of cooled off late April, early May 2021. Also, similar thing occurred when Bitcoin made its new all-time high in November 2021. ETH risk kind of outpaced as Bitcoin kind of stalled out. We haven't seen that yet. That kind of a market remains to be seen. And in that case, again, as the estimated bull run completion using again data from the top 100 cryptos as of 2 days ago, the bull market per this analysis only 38% complete. Again, this is not a linear completion. Again, back in December, the bull market was almost 60% complete. That was when Bitcoin first made its rally beyond that milestone of the magic number 100k. Over here you can see over here in early December. Again, this is week of 2nd December, whereas in 9th and again 16th of December, Bitcoin rose to that 100k level for the first time. That's when the bull market completion over here was at around 60%. But since then, the drawdowns of April, the risk levels for the top 100 cryptos, how they are doing on their factors such as volatility, alpha, beta, risk adjusted return, and percent drawdown, the risk levels kind of cooled off mid March, early April, and then since then they are back from the 0.2 risk levels to now at around 0.38 risk levels. Still not in this yellow color, which is moderate risk per this analysis of all the market, that is the top 100 cryptos by market cap. The risk levels are still in the low risk, because again most of the rallies are driven by Bitcoin. Again, you can check over here, we are still in Bitcoin season, only 32 out of 100. For altcoin season, fear and greed has risen, but the Bitcoin dominance is still way above 60%. ETH dominance is less than 10% at this point. In terms of what could lie ahead, again, using this performance analyzer, again there are several cryptos which are rallying, such as ETH, XLM, and Algorand, which we have covered in quite a detail on the YouTube channel. You can check out over here. You'd find similar names such as ETH, Cardano, Algorand, XLM, and ETH covered at great length on each of these individual videos. You can see that these are some of the rallying cryptos now. Algo, XLM, ETH covered before this major move of over the last 24 hours occurred for these cryptos. So you can check out each of the videos on the Crypto Weekly. This is the home page of the YouTube website or YouTube channel link, and again this was much before these videos were released, much before the current rally that these cryptos are having. Over the last 7 days, again XLM and ETH are still holding the keys. Over the last 30 days, XLM, ETH, Algo. Over the last 90 days, ETH is still again holding its own at around 90% gain over the last 90 days. And with that, I would like to conclude the video by saying, again, a lot of what ifs can happen, but again these valuation in terms of ETH BTC pair do point to the structure of lower highs and on ETH in terms of Bitcoin pair. So again, the likelihood of ETH going to 0.085 is fairly low this late into the bull run and this late into the post halving year. But again, 0.05, again, that's where a realistic bull case could occur if ETH were to outperform Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin, if let's say Bitcoin goes to that magic number of 200k and slightly overshoots that's where ETH could go to that 10k level or slightly above that, around 11k. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.